Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and we're here taking a look at the Long Dark once again. Now, I first checked out the Long Dark when it entered early access a couple months ago. Since then, we've seen some patches, normal kind of, upkeep for the sandbox portion of the game as Hinterland Studios continues to develop the first episode of the single-player story-driven content, which I am looking forward to very, very much. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great survival elements here in the Long Dark, but I'm really looking forward to that story. However, we did see the introduction of one brand new region that we can now explore. So we have Mystery Lake, and we now have the Coastal Highway. So we're going to check out the Coastal Highway, and we'll talk a little bit more about the Long Dark and sort of just go through the paces of what is turning out to be a really great survival game. I like how, this is a game that isn't going to focus, though, on just these sandbox elements. The single-player portion of the Long Dark is something I'm looking forward to very much because over the past couple of years, we've seen so many of these survival experiences, Rust and DayZ most specifically, who are really keen on the player-driven experience. And don't get me wrong, I think that's great, but I like the idea of a single-player focused survival experience where I can sit down and really just actually focus on surviving. It's less of a human, interaction simulator as is DayZ and Rust, and more of an actual survival game. And there's nothing wrong with DayZ and Rust. They're just different experiences than something like the Long Dark or Kona perhaps is going to try and offer. So high hopes for this game, and I hope it really continues to be a great success. But let's just play the Long Dark. It's very fitting to be playing a game that takes place in the frozen north because here in Buffalo, for these of you guys who probably have seen the news, we got slammed pretty hard last week with like 8 feet of snow. It was insane. Most snow we've seen here in a very long time. This is one dark room. Let's see. So of course, typical sandbox element of the Long Dark is just to see how long you can survive. Loot whatever you can, find warmth wherever you can. Looks like we got some starting fluid. What's this? No, I don't want to rest. I want to know what's on the bed. Is that a candy bar or is it? I guess I can't. I hope that was just like a creaking because that was kind of scary. The Long Dark is by no means a horror game, but that was spooky for sure. Let's check the drawer. Looks like there's a flare on the desk. That's at least somewhat of a useful tool. It is ultra dark in here too, so we're probably gonna miss some useful items, but hey, looks like we salvaged what we could. Blankets. Alright, let's make our way out of here, back out into the outdoors. Still the biggest thing for me about the Long Dark is the art style that they've chosen to go with, the sort of minimalistic approach that I know a lot of people don't like, but for me it's just been like a huge hit. It really has. I know I talked about this before. It just sticks with you. Something about it. Choices. The one thing about these sorts, the way that they're doing the maps for this game as well, this zone that is eventually going to open up, is that it's not procedural. Oh, there's a deer. It is actually fixed. So over time, you do start to learn the map. And that, of course, makes survival a little bit more, for the sandbox portion of the game anyways, a little bit more rigid, where you can actually start to develop, like, okay, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go here. And, you can sort of survive on that basis. This car didn't get very far. Oh, what is this? We can get inside the car. Let's go back inside. There's a candy bar. It's definitely not getting out of the snowbank anytime soon. I hope nobody needs this anymore. I would think not, good sir. I think they'll be just fine without their candy bar. Because I don't see anyone else around, but let's go ahead and check out this small camp here. Ah, that nice, lovely, pinkish lighting effect coming through the snow. Looks so good. So good. The Long Dark is a nice place to be. It's a terrible place to be. And it's a nice place to be at the same time, which is a trend lately for a lot of the games that I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of games that are just nice places to be. Nothing to grab there. Nothing to grab there. We got another room. Whoa. This looks kind of cozy. Like, I'd like to stay here, Maybe we'll get the heat going outside again. We got a propane tank out there. Get some warm running water.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Yeah, those jeans did look pretty rough. Is that a flat screen TV? That's a flat screen TV out in the Great North. Who knew? Oh, that's going to be helpful. I feel like they've removed some of the HUD elements since the last time I played the game. I feel like there's less going on. Oh, that was a very nice looking jacket.
What have we here?
In terms of warmth and also appearance. It's very attractive. Perhaps it was a Helly Hansen. Good jackets. Good jackets. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got insulated vest. What did we pick up? We picked up something useful. Oh. Might as well put the vest on. That's going to be a huge benefit. Oh, basic winter coat. We could definitely repair it. It'll be pretty useful, but we'll go ahead and wear that for now. Cotton long underwear, cotton socks. What are we wearing right now in terms of socks? We're wearing wool socks, which provide us with plus 1.2 Fahrenheit warmth bonus. These are okay. These are actually less. So we'll probably just use those later on to harvest them, to actually repair some of our other equipment, or other clothing. This is the type of situation, though, for real, man. It's like knowing how to sew, extremely beneficial. I'm a big advocate of learning small things like that in life whenever you have the chance. Like if you have somebody in your family who can teach you how to sew, you know, properly sew, I mean, not just like shove a needle through it and then tie a knot, like make, you know, a nice stitch that's gonna last. Learn it. I mean, why not, you know?
Use this.
You know, I'm not some crazy prepper, but I don't see what's wrong with learning small things like that in life. It's not about survival, you know, like, yeah, maybe one day it could help you survive or sew up a wound even or something like that, but it's about smaller things in life, you know, saving money even. I mean, how many people waste money because they can't simply patch a small tear in a coat, a small tear in their jeans? You know, they throw the jeans out or something like that, you know, it's a huge benefit to knowing how to sew in life in general. Plus, the chicks will dig it. Sewing kit, speaking of sewing, I'm telling you, there's nothing better when you're in a relationship than knowing how to cook and sew as well as the girl that you're dating. Lovely paintings. This is a rather cozy place, but I think I'll be on my way. I thank you for the hot cocoa. It was invisible, and I made it up, and it was complete mental, but you know, whatever you need to get you through the day. There's a lot of places to check out here. I would like to see some sort of, oh, great. Okay, we need to run. We need to run. Run! I'd like to see some sort of, like establish, like I don't know how to say this, base, not really a base building mechanic for the game, but the ability to, like, you know, actually possibly get power back to a house maybe, or, you know, find some way where you can make these, like a location livable, where you can go back to it time and time again, apart from just, you know, stoking the fire over and over again. I'm interested to see what the single player is going to bring. I mean, that's for sure. Because, you know, we do know it is still a survival game, but it's supposed to have all of these story elements to it. It's going to be interesting to see how the character, how you as the player progresses through the game. You know, how you can fail and succeed and all that good stuff. More pants, more lighter fluid, always useful. This has been a... Oh, man, there's just stuff everywhere in these houses. I wonder if they upped some of the loot. So let's take a look at what we have one more time here. We get a lot of stuff now. Not a lot of stuff, but a decent amount of stuff. Basic gloves. The gloves we're wearing are in terrible condition. Let's go ahead and swap those. Hey, a wool scarf is always useful. Cotton socks, some flares. Heavy wool sweater. Let's go ahead and wear that. That seems like that would be extremely beneficial. Alright, let's go ahead. Fatigue and hunger is starting to get up there a little bit, so let's go ahead and let's eat some food. Well, we can eat the sardines at least, 'cause it doesn't require a can opener. We could go ahead and smash the ground repeatedly.
My stomach.
What?
Oh, it hurts.
Oh, that's not good. We got food poisoning. Let's use the antibiotics. So this is all new. This wasn't here the last time I played the game. We got a nice little first aid kit system. We actually have a condition thing that tells us what's going on. Condition drain. You will weaken until you treat it. It passes or you die. Rest remaining 10 of 10 hours. So we need to rest now. Well, I'd like to say let's get some water in us or something, but I don't know if we have any. Okay, we do. Let's drink some water. And then, I don't really want to fall asleep in this bed. It's freezing, you know? To sleep at all is going to be a really bad thing. So I guess we'll just, we'll kind of deal with it for now. Probably lead to our ultimate demise, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, wait, fireplace. Alright, let's get this fire going. We don't... I was going to say, we have no wood. Let's go outside. Is there any... Oh. Yes, I was going to say. This is a fireplace. You'd think they would have wood nearby. Alright, accelerant. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use the accelerant. 100% chance of starting the fire. Yes. And then we're going to put our bedroll down right here. Can I rotate the bedroll? This is the question. Alright, it's close enough, I guess. Let's sleep for 8 hours. Wake up time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take a nap. The fire's going to be out by then, but hey. See what kind of condition we're in when we wake up. I never claimed to be very good at this game. Just said I enjoyed it. It's now pitch black in here. Extremely thirsty. We still need to rest for 2 more hours, but hey, we'll have to deal with that for now. Let's go ahead and consume some more water. We don't actually have a lantern, so that's kind of sucky. Could pop a flare, but I don't think that's really like a vital thing right now to just pop a flare in here. I can't see a damn thing though. It's quite dark. Fireplace, where's the fireplace? I was laying right next to it and now I've lost it. Okay. That's it. Pop on a flare. Oh, I thought we were. Pretty sure I just threw both my flares onto the ground and I did not strike either of them. I'm so good at this game, it's insane. Yep, I did. I threw them right in the ground. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Alright, let's try this one more time. Equipping the flare. How do I ignite it? Okay, it's in my hand. Throwing it on the ground. Oh, I just had to hold it down long enough. Okay. Yeah, we're smooth, real smooth, Tony. I say we have nothing to even go in the fire anymore, so I think it's time to move on. Hopefully that wolf. Oh wait, did we search this yet? We did not. I think it's time to move on. That wolf, kind of. We missed this whole entire kitchen.
What have we here?
It's not time to move on just yet. Another news roll. Take that. Can of soda. Just food everywhere. Toolbox, very useful. I think the hard balance too when you create a sandbox experience like this is, at the end of the day, surviving is not an ultra intricate thing. You know, find food, find water, find warmth in this case. You know, so you kind of have to nail that atmosphere to make it all of that a little bit more interesting, which I think they've definitely done with The Long Dark. But could I play the sandbox mode in this game forever, even with a larger map? Probably not. The idea of having that story element to the game is really what keeps me going. Is really what would keep me going, is what I should say. It would keep me far more interested in the game, that's for sure. Did we check all these already? That counts as a container, apparently. Another bottle of water back there. Can of beans. Too bad the stove doesn't work. I could go for some nice warm beans. Alright, let's go outside. is dark. Look at that. Got its own little field. Oh, that would be so useful. You'd think that you'd be able to light it, you know, regardless of electricity being out. I'm glad we just went inside. Let's stay here for some time. Because that was a wolf. Oh, yes. Got a hunting knife. That's what we need. Not really the ultimate survival tool in terms of defending yourself against wild animals, but hey, you know, to start. It's better than running around with your bare hands, that's for sure. Even if it's a false confidence booster. Alright, let's check the fridge. Good thing about the Great North is when your power goes out, you don't have to worry about everything in your fridge defrosting, because it's going to be freezing cold anyways, unless of course you have the heat in the house on. Are those matches? Those are glorious matches. This is turning into just the oh, it's a nice hat. More gloves. We just have so much stuff now. We need to start going through it, sorting it, and starting to salvage what we don't need and use it to repair some of our equipment here, because we do have that sewing kit. More painkillers, always useful. There goes the flare. We still need to sleep for 2 more hours, and that might not even cure our food poisoning, to be honest. I really don't know what else is going on here. But let's go ahead and harvest. Basic gloves, wool socks. I mean, we have doubles of things. I know we do. Thin wool sweater. Okay, we don't need that. Let's harvest it. Get some cloth out of that. We can use it to repair some of our other stuff. Second pair of jeans. Yes, harvest. Hunting knife, wool scarf, the vest, basic gloves. What are we wearing for gloves? Okay, we're wearing gloves. Let's harvest these. We don't really need the vest, I'll be honest. We've got better clothing than that, so let's get rid of this as well. More cloth is always useful. Now let's go ahead and do some repairs. So what do we have here? What's the primary thing that we should focus on? The winter coat, I would imagine, definitely needs to be repaired. Let's go ahead and use the sewing kit. He's not ready to die. I feel like we're in really bad shape, actually. Okay, the winter coat's in better condition. Our fatigue is at maximum. We need to sleep. We just need to do it. We need to sleep for 4 hours. We need to eat it and just pray. Cross our fingers that we wake up alive. The sun has come out and we are breathing. All is slightly well in the world.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Did I? Oh, oh! You hear that? It's cold out there. All right, let's consume some of this food. Let's eat the beef jerky, drink some liquids, and just maybe we can end this video without me dying. That would be awesome. It appears we are healthy again, so that's really good. Let's consume something. We have more water? I think we still had some more potable water. Drink! Drink, my friend. This will feel amazing. Okay, so we still need to eat more food. What else do we have here? Peanut butter. Let's just straight up eat that peanut butter. Yum! More beef jerky. And we'll eat the candy bar. We're just consuming things like it's a binge. Okay, we're good there. We're still pretty fatigued. We're actually not cold at all, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep. Just a couple more hours. We won't burn that many calories. We'll still have a lot of energy to function on when we wake up. I think just maybe we're gonna be okay. Alright, a little bit thirsty, so our next priority is definitely to find a water source, because we got a lot of matches, though. That's really good. We're going to drink the rest of this water. I think that's going to be the rest of it anyways. Alright, we're doing alright. We're not amazing, but we're doing alright. They need to give us a journal in this game because I desperately want to keep one inside of the game. That'd be awesome. Day 1. Woke up. Don't know where I am. Middle of nowhere. The Great North. Saw a wolf. Tempted to chase me. Ran into house. I'm still alive. Wish I could take a hot shower right now. The things I would write in that journal, it would be hilarious. Anyways, guys, it's been a look at The Long Dark. Again, the game is on early access if you're interested in that kind of thing. Out of all the early access titles out there, it is one that is definitely seeing frequent updates. Makes me very, very happy. It's being updated as much as Elite Dangerous is, which is very good because there are 2 games right now that are sort of in these, you know, beta alpha development phases that are seeing a lot of updates and a lot of communication from the developers, and that makes me very happy because way too many games in early access that are never going to be finished, which is sad because a lot of them have a lot of promise. So keep an eye on The Long Dark. Definitely looking forward to the very first episode of the story, and when that comes out you can expect to see it here on the channel for sure. I'll also have a link to Hinterland Studios website if you want to go ahead and learn more about The Long Dark, or just follow the development before you go ahead and actually hop into the game for yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and stay warm because it's really chilly out there. I mean, do you hear that wind? Yeah, that's cold.